Hello again, Erin Dragonsong, founder of Wicca Spirituality, which you can find at wiccaspirituality.com. And I would like to continue our topic of magic. I'm very inspired. I keep thinking that'll be all, but then I think, oh, I should tell them this. So today I'm going to talk about the fulcrum, the very, very crucial point of the magical fulcrum. So one of the things that magic does is it tips the odds of probability in your favor. In other words, it makes it more possible that what you want to happen will happen. And the more you do the magic and the more potent the magic, the more the probability shifts into likelihood. Okay? So how does the fulcrum fit into this? The fulcrum is the tipping point. Or you might even think of it like, okay, think of a seesaw, right? You've got this little thing on the ground and the seesaw tips up and down, right? The tipping point. This is the fulcrum. It can also be the block, the subconscious probably block that's preventing a certain experience from manifesting in your life. For instance, say that you want to meet the love of your life and have a wonderful, lifelong, fulfilling, joyful, passionate relationship with them. If you do all the right things in your life and you do the spells or the prayers or whatever, the intentions, and nothing is manifesting for you, this is an indication that there's something in the way. You're missing the target for some reason. It's almost always something in you. Very rarely might be something in the world, but I'm not even sure if that's ever true. It's the seed is in you that's not allowing that to manifest. And the truth is, if you were already in harmony with that result, you'd already have it, and there'd be no need to do magic. And if you don't have it, then you're not in harmony with it yet. And that's where magic is exceptionally powerful, right? As I talked about before, it helps you get in alignment with what you want to have or do or be in your life. And the moment you're in alignment with it, the moment you're in full alignment with it, you will have it. So the fulcrum, there's often a block. Okay, let's imagine that there's a block in you for this love of your life scenario. And that block is that you don't feel lovable, let's just say. How do you then create the magic? If you find that one point that is sort of like the bottleneck for the magic, this one narrow point where the magic can't go through, that's the fulcrum. You do magic for that specific point, and it is literally miraculous how things can change immediately overnight. I used to have a friend who was brilliant at magic, and that was her particular special skill, was finding that fulcrum, figuring out where that block was. It would take her sometimes days or weeks to figure out where the block was, but then do the magic for that one specific point, breaks open the bottleneck. Instantly, people are healed of incurable diseases, or a house that has been on the market for a year and has had virtually no interest sells the next day, literally telling you that that's the kind of thing that happened. So that's the point of the fulcrum. It's the tipping point for the magic, where if you can find that one key, then it all opens up. So what does this mean in terms of you and your magical goals or abilities? It means if you spend some time not just blindly shooting out spells for what you want, but you spend some time doing some investigation as to what might be the possible block or limitation or bottleneck. If you can figure out that bottleneck, this could require journaling, this could require divination, tarot, or something like that. This might be helpful to get some therapy or hypnotherapy or something, or outside perspectives or psychic readings or something. Start with your own power, your own intuition, ask the universe to make it clear to you, or your higher self to make it clear to you. Meditate on it, journal on it. And then as you find that fulcrum, do the spell that will release that. Do the spell for being on the other side of it. Again, you don't want to say, I want to release my unworthiness, because all the universe hears is unworthiness. All you subconsciously hear is unworthiness, right? Do a spell that I celebrate. What would it be? I celebrate my worthiness to have love in my life. I am loving and loved. Whatever it is that fits your particular circumstance. And then if things still don't start to change, you've either not found the right fulcrum, which can happen, but what's more common is that there can be layers of them, kind of like an onion. It can be kind of one thing buried inside another thing, buried inside another thing. You can clear off the first layer, peel off that first layer of unworthiness, say, and then there might be a smaller fulcrum inside that's still needing to be dealt with, and maybe another one inside of them. And that's often why, you know, people sometimes think, oh, I did spells for this or that and it didn't work. Well, it's often a case of not just doing the one spell, but sort of peeling the onion and breaking those bottlenecks one after another, until finally the energy can flow freely, and that can manifest in your life, until finally you have stepped into being in alignment, stepped into being the kind of person, or feeling yourself the kind of person that has that in their life. So, and then, you know, things like gratitude, all of that, appreciation, those can help. But you still need to, I mean, those can help further the power of your magic, for sure. But you still need to, I think, find the fulcrum and do the magic. And that's one of the things that I teach that's different from most people. I haven't actually heard anyone else talk about this except my friend and I used to talk about this. So this is like a secret magical key, essentially, and how to get the results that you want. Find the fulcrum, do the magic for that, and you tip those odds and everything starts to flow. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If this was useful, please share it. Please tell people about it, or click like, put in a comment. That helps the search engines know that this is a valuable piece of information that they can share with other people. I would really appreciate that too, just to help get the word out. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope your magic is miraculous and beautiful and joyful. And I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.